So food, okay, you go into the food world and start living your passion there. How's that going for you?
It's going really well.
How long have you been doing that now?
Okay, so 2016 was when he retired me and I started catering on the side, you know, that's low key.
Puerto Rican
and Caribbean. One thing, I didn't want to just feed people. I wanted them to have an experience.
Right.
I wanted them to feel like they're going to mommy's house.
Yeah.
You know, and I wanted them to feel like, oh my God, I felt like a big warm hug, not just, but the smile and the,
it's so I'm grateful that you're here today, too, by the way. Not only are you here as a guest, but you're feeding us.
All the things, absolutely. Feeding your tummies and your souls. And
It's Mauricio Mejia live on YouTube.
All right, guys, welcome back. We are here, Mauricio Mejia live inside of Studio B in the heart of downtown San Jose, the Silicon Valley. That's right, guys. Tech capital of the world. Do not forget that. There is only one Silicon Valley in this world, and that's here, San Jose. First, before we take off, and I mean, we just got a lot of energy in the house. I can already feel the heat coming from my guest already. I can already feel it. There you go. I got to give a shout out to my girl over here at Busy Fit. Oh my God, her juices and her food. That's the food that I'm on right now. It's my new meal preps. Amazing food. Go visit her. She's in the east side of San Jose. Busy Fit. I'm gonna make sure to tag her. Also, guys, and you guys know I'm a partner in this. Super Patch. You guys got to check us out. Go to superpatch.com. Today, I'm feeling the boost. I got all kinds of other patches. I got like 8 patches on my body, guys. You guys I'm a crazy guy like that. There you go. And lastly, I got to give shout out. Joe Rogan, man. I'm behind your brand, the brand that you represent. I've been on this now for close to a month. And since the day I started, 100%, I know exactly now what you're talking about. I will not start a day without taking my Alpha Brain. So, guys, thank you so much. And now enough with all the commercials here and all the the free plugs. I got to welcome. You brought some heat. I'm even off.
Did you feel it?
Yeah, I'm already sweating in here. I'm like, where the air conditioner's off. I don't know. It's Rochelle Segura,
yes.
Latina, entrepreneur, a chef, and we're gonna hit on some mental health,
mentor,
some stuff like that. So
yeah.
But you came in with some heat. We got Puerto Rico in the house.
Yeah, you got Puerto Rico wepa. I brought the el calor de la isla.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go. So we're gonna be doing some Spanglish here. I already know. So we're so you guys better just keep up with us and enjoy the ride. So welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I'm very excited to have you here on board, and I'm really looking forward to learning more about you. And here, I want you to feel that we're in a safe space.
Yeah.
And we definitely. What we do here is we share with others around the world that if we can do it, they can do it too.
That's right.
Because everyone has a story, everyone has a journey, and there is nobody on this planet. I don't care what they say, even the privileged ones. They have to go through their own shit to get to where they're at.
Right.
I believe that we all have a story to share, and everyone's journey is different. So thank you. Thank you for being vulnerable here. And because I'm going to suck it out of you. Te la vamos a sacar.
I wasn't ready.
So for the audience out there, let's start with born and raised. I mean, are you from Puerto Rico? You were born in Puerto. Oh, you are from Puerto Rico. But were you born in Puerto Rico?
No.
All right, there we go.
I'm a Jersey girl.
Ooh, so where do you? All right. What part of New Jersey?
Well, I was born in Newark, New Jersey. That's the home of Joe Rogan.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, and a lot of other famous people, Whitney Houston, Queen Latifah, all kinds of amazing people.
We're going to get out of the way right now. So when I was a kid, when I was 7, 8, 9, every year I used to go to Plainfield, New Jersey.
No way.
I have family that live out there. They own one of the largest pool building companies in the East Coast. So so every summer, my mother would send myself and my sister to go live with my uncles during the summer.
Yeah.
And we were in Plainfield, New Jersey. I love New Jersey. New Jersey's off the hook. And New York's off the hook. I love New York.
Yeah.
I'll be back there in a few months, and I just love it. I love the energy. So all right, so New Jersey. All right, Newark, New Jersey.
Yeah, Newark, New Jersey.
You got to fly into Newark.
You got to fly into Newark.
That's how I know what's up.
Well, many people, Jersey is very beautiful.
Yes.
I'm actually from the hood. So Newark, New Jersey is considered like the Bronx of New York City. So it's pretty rough. But you know what? I'm grateful that I was there. learned a lot, loved a lot. Lots of family still there. But yeah, and so I was there till about the age of 12.
Okay.
And then my dad brought us here to California.
Got it. All right.
Yeah.
So you're Californian then.
That's what my husband says. He said, you know what? You've been in Cali a whole lot more than Jersey, so you need to root for, the 49ers. I'm like, oh, no, I still like my Giants.
And you're probably baseball, what, Yankee fan?
Yeah, if I'm going to go there, yes.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll forgive you for that. I mean, if you said the Dodgers is cool because they were from Brooklyn, but...
Hey, not for nothing, I bounce around. Like basketball, Newark, New Jersey doesn't have a whole lot, but they used to have the New Jersey Nets.
Okay.
Not no more.
Right.
Now they're called the Brooklyn Nets. So I'm like, can you guys leave Jersey alone?
Yeah,
leave them a little something.
Stop taking all the teams away,
right?
Huh?
No kidding. Yeah.
So, I can relate. I always tell people, the true story goes, I was born in San Francisco, but I don't remember San Francisco because I left at a very young age,
right.
3 years old. And then I grew up in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And then in my, 17, 18, I moved to the Bay Area.
Yeah.
So I've been here for 30 years now. So I'm like, I'm San Jose now. I'm Bay Area.
Right,
so,
right.
But, so I can officially say that. So, hey, we're transplants,
We are.
But I love it. And, I love the journey and where everything has taken me and what this area has brought to me and given me and the blessings and all that. So,
oh yeah,
let's go. So share with me, family.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we came out here from Jersey, and we didn't actually have a whole lot of family here in San Jose. My dad had one uncle. So my father's military. He's an Army veteran. And my mother actually got very ill. She got very ill with lupus.
Oh, wow.
So
That's an interesting disease, is it? Or
yeah, it's an autoimmune deficiency, yes. And what's really, really difficult is that you can't weather really extreme heats or cold. And so the doctor told my dad, hey, you got to move your wife out of here. Mm-hmm. She didn't want to go back to Puerto Rico. And, my dad had one uncle, said, hey, come to Cali, check it out. Mm-hmm. And he found a base out here. And so sure enough, he came out here. And we've been here ever since. And so my mother, she's not with us anymore. She did pass away a few years ago from, some complications due to the lupus. And so, but we were able to thrive a whole lot better in the environment of San Jose.
Got it.
Versus where we were.
San Jose is beautiful.
It is,
and it's got its parts, but it's overall it's a beautiful area. We are tech capital of the world,
right?
And there's a lot of other beautiful surrounding areas to San Jose. Brothers and sisters?
Yeah, so I have two brothers.
All right.
And I have...
Older, younger?
Younger.
Okay, so
brothers.
You're big sister?
I'm the middle girl. So there was 3 girls. So my sister,
dominating.
Ruthie.
You guys All right.
Yeah, my sister Ruthie's the oldest, and then I'm the middle. And my sister Elizabeth, she's also not with us any longer. So at a very young age, she contracted... she got cancer through, believe it or not, water contamination in the Bay Area. I don't know if you've heard of that, years ago in the 80s. Okay. So my little sister, along with her best friend, actually.
That's crazy.
Her name was Julie. And that whole area there started coming down with cancer. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Erin Brockovich.
Yes. I was thinking of that.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking of what's happening right now in Flint Ridge in Michigan. Their water's contaminated and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. And that's what happened to us. And so they started finding so many cases, and it turned out that there was a company that's no longer active.
In business or around.
In business, that was contaminating the water. And my sister and her best friend and a bunch of classmates got cancer. We did not, but long story short, there was a class action lawsuit, just like Erin Brockovich type of situation. And of course, all the families, won their settlements and things like that.
Wow.
And, and my it's wild, and a lot of friends of mine actually remember that whole time. But anyways, during that time, my little sister we were all going to go to Disneyland for the very first time through, I think it's Wish Upon a Star Foundation.
Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Make-A-Wish Foundation. Thank you so much. And she passed away a week before we were all to leave.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was really heartbreaking because we wanted her to really experience that joy and all of us together. But, You know, when I think back on all of that we started going through at a very young age, it's what makes you strong. You know, it's what makes you resilient. It's what makes you love life better, love people better.
Yeah.
You know, and
You're hitting all the buzzwords for me right now.
You know,
that just life teaches us that, and it gets us to the point where when we look back, we really got to learn to appreciate where we're at today.
Yeah, absolutely, and really allowing yourself to be compassionate with other people because they're going through a lot of stuff that we just don't know about. You know. And it's so very true. People walking down the street, you know, driving kind of wild on the streets. And, you know, my first instinct is like, slow down, buddy. Yeah. You know, like, hey, you're going to hurt somebody. But who knows what they're rushing to? Yeah. You know, hospital, someone sick. We just don't know. Yeah. So just sharing more of grace and compassion towards others, I think, will really allow us to be more human.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying. You don't know. I mean, I've the other day I was parking right by Valley Fair, and I see this lady. She's screaming in her car, like screaming, and you can see the tears coming out, and she's not paying attention. Yeah. And somebody honks at her, and I'm like, man, that's crazy. You just don't know what anyone is going through in their own universe, right? Because we're all in our own universe, right? Right. Our life, we've
got our own stuff going on, so we're distracted with our own. Mm-hmm.
Everyone's got their own universe, and everyone's got their own situations. Yeah. And you just never know. So it's better to just, I like to, when as I'm walking this path on this earth, I walk with, I've learned at a young age, being very compassionate, having patience, and not assuming that everyone is okay. Right. Because I know that I have my great days, and I know I have my bad days.
Right, same.
And I know I have days that are just flat. Yeah. I try to make it an amazing day every day because that's the energy that I want to give every day. Right. I want to be present every day, but I also cannot control the outside factors. Right. I can only control what I can control, and that's myself.
Right, your responses to
that's it. What so it's how we react, and a lot of that has to do with how we're brought up or the experiences that we have in our life. Sure. So we can go into a rabbit hole on this one, totally. and I'm gonna flip it here. I want to talk about the exciting things about your life because you brought us some food, by the way. Thank you. We're gonna have to show some of the dishes you brought us. I love food. And who doesn't? And I gotta watch it because I'm counting my calories. Right. So I got probably after this meal I'm done for the day. Yeah. Hopefully there's enough protein in there, but
there is.
Okay, perfecto. So you're aware. What got you? So as you're here in California, you're here at a young age. School. You go through school. You finish. You finish high school? You go to college? Not that it matters. I want to kind of paint out the picture for everybody out there.
I love it. I love that you brought it up. Believe it or not, I'm in the process of getting my high school diploma.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. And I was I love.
Hey. Yeah. Now I'm gonna go back and get my degree. Yes. I dropped out on the last year of college of my university year. I was like, fuck school. I'm already making money.
Yeah. Woo. Yeah.
Totally. I was like, I didn't. So wow.
Yeah. So I was.
I have to cut. I'm sorry.
No, cut me off. I love it. I'm okay.
I got to say that thank you for sharing that. Yeah. Because I think a lot of people would be ashamed to say that. Mm-hmm. And again, it relates to there's people out there that have dropped out of school and went on with their careers and their lives. But hey, something or someone is going to probably re-trigger that to say, hey, let me go finish. Yeah. It's just something that
totally
you just gotta
it stays with you.
Yeah.
It stays with you. And you're exactly right. That's exactly what happened. And for me, I was kind of like the young Latina statistic. Pregnant at 17.
There you go. Boom. Check.
Yeah, check.
Latina check.
Right. No family support. Helping provide for the family. Yeah. So I was going to school and I had a job, in the evening and would ride my 10 speed, just like You know,
you said 10 speed.
Yeah,
here.
my
Man,
10-speed bike, just like that
yourself
movie
right now.
Flashdance. I love that movie Flashdance, and I could relate. And I had the hair.
10 speed, for those of you that don't know, it's a bicycle that's got different gears, all right?
Right. Yeah, and I would ride my bike, you know, a whole hour there, a whole hour back, nighttime, get my homework done, and take care of mommy because during the time she had lupus, she had a massive stroke, and so I had to come and help bathe her, cook, support my dad in any way I can, be there for my brothers as best that I could. So it was really challenging. It was very taxing, you know, on my emotions, my body, my health. But I was my own best friend. I had to handle all the things and carry the load on my own. So with that said,
my own best friend, guys. You guys heard that? My own best friend.
Yeah.
Damn. All right.
You know, and it's rough, you know, because you realize that if you don't get it done, no one's going to get it done. And plus, I was kind of like the rock of the family as a young girl.
Yeah.
And so I had to be strong for them. Yeah. And so long story short, I ended up getting pregnant. I ended up getting married at 17. And I had to drop out of high school at the last year. I had like months left, but I didn't want to be walking around with a belly.
Yeah.
And, you know, the whole shame thing, right?
Shame. I was just going to say that. You said it.
Shame, I tell you,
Wow.
you know. And so I didn't finish. But believe it or not, once I had my first son, then 2 years later I had my other son. So I was a young mommy. I was like 19, 20 years old. And a really good friend of mine saw what I was doing in my church. I was my church's secretary. Not secretary, forgive me, the accountant. You know,
Okay.
I counted all the offerings and kind of made sure all the money was in place, all the good things. You know, as the money versus
God was watching you.
God was watching.
God was watching.
You know, and
did you count every penny?
I did. I really did. I was a good girl, absolutely. And she said to me, "Hey, you're doing such a great job here. You know, you ever think about, you know, working in property management? You know, I can get you into my company." And I'm like, I don't even have a high school diploma.
Yeah.
You know, and I've got 2 little boys that I'm raising. She goes, no, I'll get you in. You know, 35 years. And in 2016, I was at the top of my game, making the best money I could be making. And I achieved all my goals. I said, I want to start from this tiny property. I want to go luxury. Like, I want all these luxury properties.
Damn.
And I want to manage teams. And I loved working with teams.
Do you still do that by any chance?
I do that on the side, but
consulting.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
You know, we're talking business, right? You know, I'm in real estate.
Yes, I do. Let me tell you, I could
right.
do all that. I could manage, and then I went into commercial real estate for a few years. On top of that, loved commercial real estate.
Oh.
And so with that
Damn.
said, did it all.
No high school.
No high school.
Good for you.
You know,
Good for
the
you.
School of Hard Knocks.
That's right, baby. Oh, yeah.
I love the School of Hard Knocks, you know, and I love when people come alongside of you and see your potential.
Yes.
They don't look at your not having a high school diploma. They don't see where I came from the hood of Jersey, you know, where I literally moved from one hood to another. So when we moved to California, I went from Newark, New Jersey, which is the Bronx of like Jersey, to East San Jose, King of Stories.
Yeah.
So I'm like a real hood girl.
Yeah, you know what? I lived in East San Jose when I moved from the LA to the Bay Area here, and I lived there for a minute, and it's not that bad. It's cool, you know. If you can make it in Newark, you can make it anywhere. That's all I got to say.
I mean, it was the carjacking capital of the world. They made a movie out of it. New Jersey Drive. I'm telling you.
There you go.
You know. So it made me tough, but I've always been a softie, so my heart always stayed soft. And from there, did all that, and then my husband retired me in 2016.
Retired you?
He retired me from property management.
Okay.
Because it was by then.
What's your husband do?
So we own another company. We have Stay Dry Go Green, organic dry carpet cleaning company, and it's also an odor removal remediation company. So we actually work with a lot of real estate people because they can't sell their homes because they smell like either spices or pets or whatever the case. And so within 20
scaling that business?
Let me tell you, yes.
All right.
And it's organic. It's safe, non-toxic, and so it's been doing really well since 2007. That's been going on. And so it's been blowing up because he's able to just restore homes and apartment complexes and units instead of, rent loss.
Yeah. So here again, oh man, this is definitely, we're talking, well, we talk about business here. And we cut deals. Sometimes there's the opportunity and we're gonna start a deal and we're gonna end it later on. So one of my other businesses that I have is I provide all the labor for all the big water fire restoration companies.
Oh, talking about fire restoration. That's a conversation my husband and I we were having a couple weeks ago.
So all the big companies across California, I'm their one of their preferred vendors for labor.
Yeah.
So like all the fires that are happening in LA, we're doing all the cleanup. Not us, just ourselves. There's many others. I also do all the stuff here in Northern California. So something that we should talk about, you should mention to your husband.
Definitely.
Because there's a synergy there because if he wants to scale and not have to carry the weight of employees, he can use our temp service agency so that he can scale up and down as the businesses come. So if you need 30 guys today because it's a big loss.
Yes.
Especially in property management, what's up. You know, there's an apartment building that one of the water mains breaks.
Oh yeah.
Boom. Everything gets damaged and everything's you got to get those people back in their homes quick.
Right.
So you need manpower.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about it. All right.
You know, actually,
so that's business number one that we got down. All right.
You know, during these fires that just happened, you know, in Southern California, they reached out to him.
Oh, yeah.
Because a lot of the homes that were not burnt down, but they had a lot of smoke.
Yeah.
That was intrusive to their homes.
Yeah.
They needed him to come out and odor remediate, and within 24 hours, completely removed all the smoke damage from not just the scent, but it goes into the walls, it penetrates and everything, and so it goes to the skeletal of the house.
Oh yeah, no, that's that business is Anyways, we'll go on a tangent, but we're definitely going to follow up on that one. Okay.
So I had some health concerns that were put on the back burner because I was one of those balls to the wall, like always working, 10-hour days. The commute started getting wild. 20 miles was taking me an hour and a half.
40 minutes? An hour? Damn, okay.
Yeah, it was pretty wild.
Yeah.
And my husband says, you know what, babe, this is our season. Our kids are adults now.
I got to meet this man.
He's a sweetheart.
Oh,
you
man.
will love him.
Oh, no. Yeah, he's more than
he's
a
a
sweetheart.
baller. He could play basketball.
All right.
Yeah, he won a couple of the tournaments. Remember years ago? What was it called?
The Hoop It Up?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm bringing that back.
I know. Let me tell you, and he's got the guys for it.
There you go.
So, yeah, you guys need to connect.
We got a 50-plus team.
It's needed. It's really needed.
We're bringing it back. June 21st, 22nd, Slam Jose. So,
absolutely. Get the youngsters with the OGs.
That's what I'm doing.
That's the way life should be. Yeah, connecting. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so he said, babe, you know what? I was making a great salary at that time, and I was, we had the luxury, we had the Range Rover, we had the, Mercedes and all these things. And he says, you know what, babe, your health is more important. It's your season. It's our season to travel, spend time together. I'm going to retire you. And I'm like, what are we going to do about all these bills? You're going to have to pay all of it. And I've been working since I was a young girl.
Yeah.
I literally never stopped working. Yeah. And I was a single mom for a while, so I never wanted to not provide for my kids. And it was just kind of ingrained. And he says, you know what? He broke it down and he says, you know what? Let's get rid of the Range Rover.
Yeah, numbers.
Okay? Let's get rid of it. Let's get rid of the Mercedes. We don't need it. We lived it. We enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's a season.
Yeah.
Let's get a hybrid.
Yeah.
We don't need that right now. So we got rid of the luxury cars. We paid off our debt. He goes, okay, now go, quit, give your notice.
Yeah.
And I worked all the way to the end of that year, and the very last January 31st of that year.
Nice.
And I stayed there, and I, I filled my positions and things like that, and hired my own replacement. And then I just took care of myself. I had some major surgeries that I needed to get done.
Okay.
And I did that.
Well, thank God you're here with us.
Let me tell you, I got it done.
Yeah.
And from then he says, okay, live your passion. And I've always loved to cook.
All right.
I've always loved feeding the tummies and the senses and food is love language.
Oh, no.
It gives you a big old bear hug when it's done right,
it's like it's addicting. You know?
That's what my husband says about my food. He goes, once you have it, you're going to be ruined for everything,
I can't wait. I'm going to definitely eat that for dinner tonight. So, so food. Okay, you go into the food world and start living your passion there. How's that going for you?
It's going really well.
How long have you been doing that now?
Okay, so 2016 was when he retired me, and I started catering on the side, just low key.
Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican and Caribbean, because I love everything Caribbean.
Al arroz con habichuelas.
You said it right. Arroz con habichuela.
Come on. So
Good job.
So I grew up with Puerto Ricans in LA.
You did?
A Puerto Rican family was, and they were from New York.
Okay.
So my mom was with this guy, and he was from Puerto Rico, and so I got to learn arroz
con gandules. Do you know mofongo?
The pork, the todo.
El pernil.
El pernil, arroz amarillo con. Oh, yes, yeah. No, so I know what's up, you know.
Empanadillas, all the things.
But you know what though? I stayed away from Puerto Rican women. I'm just going to tell you that.
Yeah.
They're dangerous.
I'm so sorry to hear. I'm so sorry. They are dangerous. Once you go Puerto Rican, that's it. Yeah.
All I did, we won't even go there. I'm probably blushing right now.
Blushing.
All it took was one, and ya tuvo. No más. Yeah, ciao.
You can't just go with one.
No más. Look, I'm gonna. I got all hot over here.
See, that's why you get all hot. Yeah, no. I tell you, my husband, he is,
Puerto Rico.
Boricua, morena. No, my husband and I, we met. We've
What's
been
he?
married.
Is he Puerto
He's
Rican?
Filipino.
Oh, whoa.
Yes, he's Pinoy.
All right.
Yeah, we don't have kids together, but we always say to each other, if we would have had a kid, he would literally look like Bruno Mars.
Oh, shit.
Because he'll have my hair, and then he has Rob's complexion, because he looks like, so whenever we see Bruno Mars on TV, he was like, oh, babe, our son's on TV, because he's half Filipino, half Puerto Rican.
Okay, there you go. There you go. Wow.
Our Bruno's on TV.
I can see some similarities there. All right. So the food business is going. You're doing catering.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you got to be having some success because you want to definitely scale that business up.
Absolutely. So in San Jose, there are no Puerto Rican restaurants. They're all in the East Bay.
Okay.
Oakland,
San Francisco. I know there's one. One of my favorite ones. It's not Puerto Rican, but it's I think it's a Cuban kind of Jamaican, Mediterranean. Not Mediterranean. Cha-Cha-Cha, and then there's a place.
I love Cha-Cha-Cha.
Cha-Cha-Cha is hands down, and then next door there's a Puerto Rican restaurant. I don't.
Yes.
I don't know if it's Calle Quince. I don't know.
It's CCC.
It's something.
Yeah, I believe it is called something. I'm not sure if they're still there, but they're expanding and moving.
It's still there.
Yeah.
And,
but San Jose, nothing. And so.
Is there a big population of Puerto Ricans here?
There really is. As soon as I
know the Puerto Rican festivals out here.
Puerto Rican festival.
Yeah.
As soon as I put it out there, I am telling you, people started calling. Let me tell you when it got the most popular.
All right.
During COVID.
All right. I can see that. Yeah.
During COVID, I think people were just like on their phones and just searching. And I literally have Boricua neighbors not too far from me saying, I did not know that there's Puerto Rican food around the corner from my house.
Oh, wow.
I can't believe that you're here. We're so happy. We need some pasteles. We need alcapurrias. We need all the things. And so it just blew up. Okay. And so, of course, the delivery service, they come pick it up or I deliver it. And it was the most successful season during that time when it came to the catering.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah. And then from there, scaled it out. And I've always wanted a restaurant.
Okay.
I don't have the funds to do a restaurant right now. It is pretty yet.
Yeah, come on.
Here in San Jose.
We're cutting deals. Remember,
yes.
you're not. I say it. This is where we talk business, we manifest, and we are. We just make shit happen here.
Yeah.
So when I hear people, I hear opportunities. I get to talk and see opportunities every week.
Yeah.
Every week. So,
No, I love it. Yet.
A
few months back, there was this gentleman who contacted me. He lives 2 hours away, and he had heard about Mama Rocs. He drove all the way from where he lives to come and pick up a stack of pateles and a bunch of Puerto Rican food. He's a Marine veteran. Met him and his beautiful wife. And we were talking, and he was, he said to me, I'm coming into something. We're going to be talking. I'm like, I looked at him and I'm like, are you trying to be my angel investor?
Yeah.
What's going on here? He goes, we're going to be talking. And I said, you know what? I am so humbled. I'm open to anything and everything, know, and if you feel, I said, taste my food first.
Yeah.
Go home, taste the food, make sure that you believe in it and you're getting all the experiences. And he fell in love. And so, you're absolutely right. People see and feel and taste. Yeah. And they're like, I want to be part of that.
Yeah.
We need that in San Jose. So, there's a lot of Boricuas.
Right.
I think that little by little, they start coming out, especially when they are getting their food.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, even like on Yelp, I've had people who say, oh my gosh, you brought me back to the island. I thought I'd have to go back to Puerto Rico, back to New York, or back to Chicago and get my food. So we're happy that you're here. So, yeah.
All right, we're gonna manifest. We're gonna start talking about. So do you want to open up a brick and mortar?
I would love to. It's expensive.
Right now, are you doing anything mobile right now?
Yes.
Okay.
So let me tell you.
All right.
So I said I can't afford a restaurant.
All right.
And I've always wanted a vintage camper.
Okay.
Of my own.
Gotcha.
To just, go camping and all that stuff. Right. And when I saw the vintage camper, I looked at it one day and I said, wait a minute. Why can't I turn that into a food truck?
Yeah.
And I love the whole vibe of it because I want people to feel the whole authentic Boricua, old school, traditional mama's food, Mama Rocs food.
Yeah.
You go to mommy's house, mommy got all the stuff that makes you feel warm and happy and all that good stuff. And I said, I want people to feel that. So I thought the vintage camper, the teardrop, I said, that's going to be such a cool little unique vibe and it's going to fit my personality.
We got to make sure that the team gets an image of that or video so we can, while we're talking about it now, we'll actually plug it in.
I totally got one. I will send that to you.
All right.
So sure enough, I found a gentleman up in Fresno, Jerome, great guy. And I shared with him my vision because he works on actual food trucks.
Nice. Okay.
So he was like, how am I going to do this?
Yeah.
And I had already been researching. So I said, look, I think we do this, if we do this, and you cut this out and you pull this out, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And he goes, okay. He goes, I've never done it, but if you trust me, I will do that for you.
All right.
So step by step, it took about maybe a year and a half. Then there was some little hiccups here and there, which always does with construction of any kind. But we got it done. So just barely 2 years ago was the grand opening.
Okay.
It was in the San Jose Spotlight article. I got to send you that clip.
Okay. Yeah, send us that
This
clip.
gentleman reached out to me, says, hey, I heard you have a grand opening and I've never had Puerto Rican food, so I want to come out. And I'm like, what? I'm so nervous. I don't know. I'm not ready.
You're never ready. We had a entrepreneur here not too long ago, and she was talking of amazing. She rolls cigars.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's an art.
It's a super art. And I took away from her what she coined this phrase. I just jumped off the cliff and built the plane on the way down. And I was like, damn, I'm taking that one. That was dope. So you jumped off the cliff and built the plane. You're building the plane on the way down.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
And so it opened. Yeah. So in the 2 years ago, a little bit over 2 years now. No, actually 2 years ago it opened. Mm-hmm. We cooked for 300 people.
Nice. Okay.
We sold out in less than 2 hours.
Damn. Nice.
And there were people mad at us, sad at us. What's happening? I'm like, I am so sorry.
We drove this far to get some food in. Yeah, no mas.
Oh, the line kept going and kept going. And of course, I'm like, you know what? When you come and eat again, I will give you 20% off. Like, I'll give you a free meal, buy one, get one free. Yeah. Just anything, just to make it up to them. Because some people really did come far to come and get the food. That was kind of what started happening.
Okay.
At all of the events that were put out there.
Yeah, and you've been in pop-ups, you've been at the at different festivals.
Puerto Rican Festival, And wherever I am placed, they want to know in advance and take it from there.
Is it open regularly, or do you just do special
events?
Right.
No, it's open regularly. Took a little bit of a break after the holidays.
Okay.
And so we're now coming into spring, summer season.
Yeah.
And I'm still looking to staff. I want to, anybody out there that loves to sous chef and cook and love to smile and interact with people and giving them the warmth of the island and just, because one thing I didn't want to just feed people. I wanted them to have an experience.
Right.
I wanted them to feel like they're going to mommy's house.
Yeah.
And I wanted them to feel like, oh my God, I felt like a big warm hug, but the smile and the...
Are you finding it hard right now to hire people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's challenging, especially we got people that have a full-time job.
Yeah.
And so they help me when they can. And then, young adults going to school. Yeah. But I'm telling you, anyone they do not have to be in the food, industry. Just if they want to have fun, it's a fun vibe. We play salsa music. We do the whole vibe, the energy, all the things.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're doing that now. One other thing that happened just this year.
A ver, dale.
So the county approved my house.
Okay.
To be a Mako kitchen.
Okay.
That is the micro enterprise kitchen. So my home can be a restaurant.
Oh, shit. Okay. What area do you live? Where?
Evergreen,
Okay.
South,
Okay.
in Evergreen area.
Yeah.
And so I just announced it just a few months ago, and people went crazy. I've got calls, texting.
Wow.
know-
I've never heard of that. That's super cool.
You
I've
know-
heard of underground kitchens.
Totally. Hey, those are the best ones. Yeah.
we had Sushi Randy here from Sushi Confidential.
Yes.
We just had him here on the show, and we talked about how he started. He started with a tasting at a home that he had. It was a
Yeah.
large home, and he'd have like a sitting every Friday and Saturday, 30 people, and it would sell out. And
Love it.
And then from there is where he springboarded into his first location in Campbell. So
Absolutely. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to do the grand opening, kind of have people, friends, family come in and enjoy it, but give me feedback. Hey, what would you like to see? Blah, blah, blah.
now you got some real home cooking because
Yes.
it's actually at home.
It's at home. Absolutely. My husband and I, one of our gifts is hospitality. We
right.
love having people in our home for several different things, whether for food or for even a Bible study or
Okay.
just like a little gathering and just he has a men's group and I've got the women's group and things like that and kind of just mental health. One of my focuses is mental health.
All right.
And how we can navigate this life together and keep each other sharp and, on that.
Clarity.
Clarity. Absolutely.
You hit a spot there where I definitely think I'm going through a lot of transformation right now. We're always going through transformation. Sometimes it's stronger than other times.
Sure.
And last year I just it was interesting. I fell head over heels over somebody.
Yeah.
Thought that
She wasn't Boricua though.
No. But unfortunately, she went back to a Boricua. She went back to her past.
Darn
And
it, these Boricuas.
No, it's okay. I look at it as almost like a dog that likes to eat their throw up. It's like why do you go back? Why do you go back? But that's I moved on and it is what it is. But part of the mental health part of it is that we're human beings and we create these illusions about people and things, right?
Right.
The studio is nice because we created this illusion in here so that we can have a set. It's a set.
Yeah.
But when you look around, you have different sets in here, right? And when you walk outside, it's a different world. Same thing that we do with people. We create this persona that we want to reflect. It's almost like a mirror, right? We want that person to be like us. And so what I learned from that experience, and thank you, God, for the lesson.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, I feel that I dodged the bullet. And I say it openly, and I don't care if the person ever sees this or not, or me vale.
Right.
At the end of the day, the sanity that I got and the value from the lessons that I learned only made me stronger.
Yeah.
It opened my senses to understand how important it is to really take care of ourselves.
Yeah.
And really look at and dive deeper, peel the layers that we have, because every day we're go, and we don't forget to give ourselves the self-care and self-love. That's how la gente se enferma.
Yeah.
You get sick because you're mentally are incapable. You're not it's not happening, and your body and everything's not talking. So you become open to getting cancer, getting disease, and always being sick. And then we start telling ourselves the story and the bullshit and all that.
Yeah.
And anyways, so what it did was it heightened my awareness, and it really allowed me to focus on and I don't like the word mental health, but it's real. It really is more self-care, self-love. We got to learn how to do that, and I think that's an important thing, especially. Fuck, man, we just got out of COVID, and now we're dealing with, it's like more distractions. There's always going to be distractions, by the way.
Right.
When I look back in my life as from a child, there's always been some kind of, whether it was a war.
Yeah.
Then it was not the war. Then it was the .com bust. Then it was Y2K. Some people are too young. They don't even know what Y2K.
Right.
Y2K is when they thought, when we turned into the world was going to end.
Yeah.
It's just a silly shit. And then we had the 9/11, and then we had the housing the housing crisis.
Yeah.
And then there's always going to be something. What we need to learn as we navigate on this earth right now, while we're here temporarily, we need to learn how to process.
Yeah.
And detach ourselves. That's one of the things I've been learning a lot too, is detach, because we attach ourselves to things,
Right.
or people or
Right.
cosas. And then, I at a young age, very successful, and I attached myself. And then when you attach yourself, you become that thing,
Right.
Right? If that makes any sense,
Yeah.
right. You get it, right?
I get it.
So, and when you start learning to just letting it go. Mel Robbins just did a book.
Love
them,
her.
Oh, let
them.
them. Oof.
Love this book.
Hey,
Life-changing.
Yes,
Let them.
amazing. One day she's going to be on my show, or I'm going to be on her show. I'm manifesting that.
Absolutely.
She's an amazing human being, has impacted people around the world.
Yeah.
So and so I've, from a young age as well, I've always been into personal growth. Because it's important. I know that, I know that I did life hard. I was in the entertainment industry for 25 years. I lived it. I know what's up. And I know that I have these high miles, but at the same time, I knew that I had to have some balance. I always worked out. I always took my supplements. I always, even though I was on both extremes, I always found myself somewhere in the middle because I needed to take care of myself.
Right.
So what you said, it just meant it triggered me in a way that you're right. Mental health is important for everybody. Because we want so much, and sometimes we lose ourselves because we just want to go hard.
Right.
Hard.
Right. Right.
And then we start thinking and caring about everyone's opinions.
Right.
And when that happens and you become like consumed or swallowed in by what everyone thinks, you're fucked.
Yeah.
And until you learn how to break away and say, you know what, I don't give a fuck what you think, what you think. It doesn't matter. And at the end, I have a mantra: nothing or no one, including myself,
Right.
meaning my head.
Yeah, your own worst enemy.
Right. That actually, and before it was just nothing or no one.
Right.
And then someone told me, hit it in my face, and they're like, including yourself.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, you're right.
Yeah.
Including myself.
Yeah. It's that negative self-talk. That
yeah.
right, that we've been programmed to constantly think when things go bad or things go in a certain
Programmed on a daily basis.
Right.
Whether it's the music we listen to,
Right.
the things we watch,
Right, things we read,
the things we read, the people that we.
Right.
It is a true statement. You are what you surround yourself with.
Absolutely.
It's a state of mind. It's a mindset. It's como dicen, el pobre se queda pobre porque se queda en la pobreza.
Right.
El que quiere diferente sale y para adelante y para arriba.
Right.
So.
Right.
And that's what I see. That's what I see in you. I see resilience.
Yeah.
I see a fighter. To hear what you've shared with us, and thank you, by the way, again,
You're
for
welcome.
sharing, because it takes a lot.
Yeah.
And it just shows to me that it doesn't matter what everyone else thinks.
Right.
It's what you think, and you're sharing because
Right.
it's who you are. You're secure in yourself.
Right.
So I love it. I love it.
No, I'm telling you, I love it as well. You're absolutely right. There's something we will never be able to avoid is troubles. Troubles will always be here. We have
The next
blessed-
one's coming around.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
already-
telling
it's
you.
al- the minute you leave,
I'm
it's
telling
coming.
That's why the
My phone is
that's why
blowing
the
up right now.
mountains like this. The mountains like this, right? There's their mountaintops and
Yeah.
there's valleys.
That's right. Peaks and valleys.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to experience. Easter just passed, and I'm a woman of faith, as you know. And
Yeah, no, thank you for that,
And
too.
I always remember that verse that gives me encouragement, where Jesus said, in this world, He made it clear, in this world you will have trouble.
Yeah.
But be of good cheer. I have overcome. So if He overcame, we can overcome. But what's also encouraging to me is I have that faith that gives me the strength, but also self-awareness, like you said, understanding that if our back hurts, we go to the chiropractor. If our tooth hurts, we go to the dentist. If our heart has an issue, we go to, a cardiologist.
Yeah.
If our mind hurts, right?
We go to God for that one.
We go to God for
I start
that
cutting
one.
a deal with Him. I'm like,
Right? Totally. But not just that, but
I'll be honest. I cut a deal 5 weeks ago, and my life has changed in the last 5
You know
weeks. I don't know.
what?
It's crazy.
Good for you.
I say that sincerely.
Yeah.
I just again, not everybody knows what we're going through.
Right.
I'm playing life at a very high level.
Right.
By my choice.
Right.
Because I want to be there. I have big ambitions and big
Right.
dreams, and it takes a lot of hard work.
Right.
And sometimes, these distractions or these lessons that we learned are part of the scaling in life, right? So, one day, or even how when I got out of this toxicity of an experience, I'm not even say relation, just an experience.
Yeah.
I remember that day after Christmas on the 26th, I said, God, I know you want me to walk by faith and not by sight, but I am not taking this into 2025, and I need you to show me why this is not happening in my life.
That's a dangerous prayer.
Well,
Once you ask for show me,
oh no,
he's like, okay, I got you. I'm gonna show you.
And he did.
Beautiful.
And he did on December 31st is when I saw the truth, and I realized, oh, that's okay. You want to go back to your past? Go ahead. And from that point, literally, it's 112 days today because I do a daily reading of different books, and some of them are by days and some of them are by dates.
Sure.
In 112 days, I have exponentially grown from a businessman, man of faith, personally.
Yeah.
Just there's so many great things that have happened. My team has seen it too. My producer back there, he's seen me. I fucking came in crying one time. I was like falling apart.
Yeah.
Because my ego was hurt. Right. My
broken expectations, just all of it.
Disappointment.
Yeah, disappointment.
Completely.
Yeah.
But the world doesn't end.
Right.
The world doesn't end.
Feels like it. It feels
I don't know
like
where I
it,
went
but-
with all this but I love the conversation that we're having right now because it's the reality, right? We can have all the businesses and all the success and all the bells and whistles, but if we're not centered or aligned, we're not complete.
Right.
And there's an off balance.
Right. And that's where we lose power. To be able to put that energy into the things that matter, that we want to achieve in our goals, in our dreams, in our other relationships that are still there that need to be nurtured, right? And I love that because, like as I was sharing, we choose to go to the doctor or get the help that we need when we're hurting, but we don't focus on when we're hurting here. Ooh. And what are we going to do when our mind, our emotions are broken, our mind is hurting.
Damn.
And if our mind ain't right, nothing's right.
Yeah.
And so
and that is truth.
Truly.
If your mind is not right, you are paralyzed.
Yeah.
And I've been in that situation.
Yeah,
That's
same.
where going back to,
Same.
I cut my deal. And I didn't even cut my deal, but I remember 5 weeks ago, I'm in the cusp of some great things that are about to happen, and they have happened. I've learned now, work in silence.
Yeah.
Underground, under the radar. I don't need to share everything.
Right.
I always like to share because I want to inspire.
Absolutely.
But it actually, when you do that, you're actually giving off energy that you should be keeping to yourself.
Right.
So as I've learned that, I had a conversation. I said, God, si tú me das esto, y esto, I'm going to do this, and this.
Yeah.
The next day, literally, boom, I was like, oh, whoa.
Hold on.
Whoa,
Wait,
did
that really happen?
Did that really happen?
Right?
I share that because I'm making an impact now. The $100 million fund that I've been working on to help real estate investors, people that want to get into business, they want to scale. As long as there's a real estate component in it,
Right.
$100 million just got plopped and said, Mauricio, you have access, and there's more. When I asked, and I won't say the number, but when I said, because immediately once I put it out to the universe, the universe started throwing back to me opportunities, and I could see that I could spend that money pretty quick. And I questioned the partner, and I said, and by the way, I am I'm a partner in this. I'm not just this is my creation, my name, my brand, and they backed me in it. So I was like, oh shit, this is off the hook. Like, thank you, God.
But you were ready for it.
Yes.
You weren't distracted. You were ready. You were open.
Yes.
You weren't caged.
Yes. And
then you were able to receive it, and then now it just begins to thrive.
It's crazy. It says once you detach from things, you'll open up yourself to receive other things. And when I spoke to the partner, I said, hey, man, I just want to let you know, I got a deal that it's going to probably swallow up this whole fund.
Yeah.
I said, are we backed? And he gave me the number, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Sorry that I asked. And I took it from there. So now I've taken that confidence and knowing that I'm going to exude that energy. And when I talk in the deals that I'm doing right now, I'm 2025 and we're only 4 months into the new year.
Yeah.
Man, Diosito has been amazing.
I'm so happy for you.
Yeah. And no, I'm happy for all of us. Why?
Yeah.
Because for me, what I've learned is that the more that I give and make impact on others, the more that and the greater the things come back.
Absolutely.
So
tenfold.
So this show for me, doing this and sharing with the world the experiences of not just myself but of others.
Yeah.
Because I know other people that have been on the show, man. Their businesses opportunities have changed. They've used it as so many things have happened from this, and hey, it's my way of giving back and using a platform that we're building because you're a part of it, and everyone's a part of it, and it takes a team to do what we're doing, and again, I'm very blessed.
Absolutely.
And I'm grateful that you're here today, too, by the way. Not only are you here as a guest, but you're feeding us.
All the things. Absolutely. Feeding your tummies and your souls and your spirit. Absolutely. Mental health is really important to me. And I hear what you're saying about the mental health. We could say mental wellness. It's just how can we keep our minds well, and whole, right? And for me, I have a lot of family members, including 2 sons of mine that struggle with severe mental illness.
How old are your sons?
My oldest is 39, and then another one is 30.
All right, Mama, you're out the hook. I'm like, wow. Okay.
Yeah, and so they're beautiful, beautiful boys, and they're doing well. For the most part, they're in a good momentum right now. But when I was raising my children, I didn't understand mental illness. And I bring this up because I know that there's a lot of families that are struggling out there right now. I got a call from someone, actually a girlfriend to the boyfriend who family was going through something. They reached out to me because they knew that I understood schizophrenia. They understood bipolar. I understood all of that. And so my mission is, whether one person at a time, to let them know, you know what, you are not alone. Families are hurting right now with the stigma of mental health, and whether, they don't want to tell people because they'll look at them weird, and they'll look at their kid weird, or they'll look at their brother weird. And it's so unfair because they're beautiful human beings that, would you look at somebody weird if they told you they had cancer? No. But then they have a mental illness diagnosis and they look at them like, oh my gosh, we need compassion.
I think we've, since the beginning of time, there's always been some version of something.
Of course.
I think what happens now is that we magnify and magnify is the best word that I can. We magnify things and we label things,
right?
And y le echamos gas, right? Right, and make that like
right.
So what happens is that we're changing our perspectives, our outlook on things, and then all of a sudden it's labeled, and and that's why I think the mental health, it doesn't bother me. It triggers me. Mental wellness. Yeah. Wow, that's softer.
That's softer.
But it makes me understand, like, okay, yeah, I understand. We need to heal ourselves.
Right.
We need to have wellness in our lives. We need to have balance, right? How about mental balance, right? But hey, marketing, mental health, boom. Well, it's like COVID, right? Coronavirus was the first name, and then they abbreviated COVID-19. Boom, great marketing. Those guys are geniuses,
Right.
So
each and every one of us struggles with something.
Oh, absolutely.
And so there's a spectrum, right? There's like from the mildest of occasional anxiety to like something schizophrenia. Yeah. We're all got something, that it's, especially as we age, we get older, even now, us, the whole menopause conversations out there, and women are struggling in silence because part of going through menopause and the aging process. And I know you say I look young, but I'm 56. I'm feeling all the feels. And so understanding.
And it's crazy, right? Because we can look good on the outside. Right. Inside in our bodies are doing something completely different.
Yeah. Let me go walk down these stairs. You hear some creaky crackings on my kneecaps.
I know my shoulder started to crack. I'm like, what the hell?
What is that? Right?
What's wrong with my shoulder? I was like, cracking.
Totally, right? Yeah. Trust me, I've lived in denial for a long time. And finally, when I just...
I'm still in denial right now. I'm like, no, I'm good.
Once I got out of denial and just accepted what it is, then I'm able to get self-awareness and understanding and knowledge as to how to manage it. It's the same thing with anything, any condition, any season in our lives. It's better understanding and compassion. And that's one of my main things is compassion, that people understand. Like my husband, he's the sweetest guy, is like, we're in our room. It's freezing, my poor baby, and I got my fan on me and he's covered in all these blankies up to here, It's like, I can't even find them at nighttime.
I sleep with the air conditioner like 69. I got it at 69, yeah.
I go lower than that. But he's super understanding.
You're an ice bucket.
I am an ice bucket. Feels good, yeah. No, totally. I know I feel like icicles on my nose. But, I
got to put the
right?
to warm my face up.
Yeah. But my husband has learned and says, I love my wife. How can I support my wife? How can I be there for her? How can I let her know that, no matter what, I love you, and what can I do to ease your pain? The arthritis that I'll have, and I'm like, babe, my hands hurt today. And he goes, can you open this for me? Could you do the dishes? Blah blah blah. And all of us have moms, sisters, cousins, female cousins. No matter what, if you're young, you're going to get there, And so how can we better understand the women in our lives and show them that grace and compassion and tenderness and also remind them how strong they are and who they are? Because my husband knows I'm a solid rock. Like, I can do things. I always tell my husband, babe,
hey, Puerto Rican.
You're
Boricua.
I tell my husband, I said, babe, I never ask for help. I'm guilty of that.
Don't mess with the Boricua. That's all I got to say.
We're a brick house. Well, we'll grab the machete and be cutting caña.
She said it. They're coming out with the
I said caña.
Machetes. No, I heard machete. I didn't hear no caña.
Caña, which is the sugar cane, for those of you that don't know.
To whoop your ass with it. Pa! Now we're going to cut you. We're going to... look, you're red.
I plead the fifth. I pleed the fifth.
I knew I hit it right on the money. Anyway, I love it, though.
So, I'm
a masochist. We love that pain, right?
Hey, love is pain sometimes.
Yeah.
But so I really love, this conversation because it really allows us to better understand one another and in our humanity and in our frailty and in our strength, that we can remind each other how strong we really are and that we don't have to do things alone. I didn't start my career alone. I had help. I didn't start my entrepreneurship alone. I had help. Yeah. It is okay to ask for help. And if that person can't help you, you go to the next one and you go to the next one, but don't give up on your dreams. Oof. That's one thing. I didn't want to give up on my dreams, and I was really wanting for people to experience a part of my island, Puerto Rico, and we don't have a lot of that out here, and I wanted them to have that experience. So
the world has experienced Puerto Rico. Let me tell you, we got Hector Lavoe, Willie Colon, Mark Anthony, J-Lo.
Oh, don't you forget Bad Bunny.
Daddy Yankee, listen,
all of them.
They've influenced the world in many, many, many ways.
I think that sometimes, though, some people kind of stick with what they know. Yeah. And I think it's wonderful and beautiful to see people just say, I want to try.
Yeah.
What does that taste like? What does that look like? Oh, my gosh, I didn't know I love that.
So much creativity, so much comes from that island. Has got magic.
Yeah.
So algo tiene. And it's still, after all.
It keeps getting bumps and bruises all the time, boy. I was going to
say, but it keeps the resilience.
The resilience. They just keep coming back.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, well, we're going to, I act in plays and stuff. And so I played Daniela in The Heights.
Okay.
And she owned the little salon there. And she sings one of the last songs there, Carnaval del Barrio.
Uh-huh.
And it's one of those really happy songs, right? And there's a few songs in there about the blackouts, because there's always constantly blackouts, even in Jersey. But anyways, with that said, the resiliency is there, and the song is there, the energy's there, the love, the passion.
Yeah.
And
I think all Latinos.
I was just going to say that we all have it. We just have to pull it out, and not be afraid.
Some a little bit more than others, but
you know what?
I'm just saying, I'm very passionate. I'm very loving.
I think I'm going to change your mind. I'm going to change your mind on that.
No, gracias. Nope. I'm single for the rest of my life now. I'm good.
That's for right now. That's just a season.
I keep saying that shit. I'm gonna attract it, and then I'm gonna be like, what?
Yeah. No, when I met my husband, Morena. No, let me tell you, when I met my husband, Rob, I wasn't even looking for someone. And, I met him and I had never met and dated a Filipino and things like that. And I was like, I don't know. Is this going to work? And, some guys, he never looked back. Never looked back.
It was the cooking.
It was the cooking. It was the calor, the sazón, the sabor. It was all the.
Hey, it got hot in here again. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I think I'm going through menopause for men now. Jesus, you're off the hook.
I love it. I love it.
Couple of words of wisdom. I mean, you hit some gems right now about not giving up on your dreams and all that stuff. Give me some of that. Give me some firepower right now. I want the audience out there to really, really think of. I mean, you're speaking to the world right now. What would you tell the world?
What would I tell the world when it comes to entrepreneurship?
Life, everything, everything.
I would say something that's helped me, because as strong as you see that I am in your view of me, I'm actually internally very timid.
Okay.
Your
persona is very super.
Thank you.
Very super.
I call myself a recovering perfectionist. Okay. I work hard to ask for help when I need help, because I fear not being enough. Fear
limiting belief right
totally
there. Yeah.
Fearing, if I start something, can I finish it? Is this really a dream, or is this just something fly out of the pants type of thing? Can I get it done? And so internally, those voices, right, that defeating limiting beliefs.
Yeah.
So for me, I had to find deep within me the courage to make a move and fulfill something like a dream that we all have in our lives, whether we're young or old, and realize that we can do it. It's worth the risk. It's worth being vulnerable for, the vulnerability thing, and really, trusting the process, trusting who you're aligned with. I know for me, God and whoever surrounds, and being able to say, I need help to make that happen. And so do not be afraid to be vulnerable. Do not be afraid to ask for help. Do not be afraid to take a risk. Because if it's something that you really want, you're going to have to muster it. And
it's not easy. It's
not easy.
Nothing is
it's
easy
not for the. I'm doing my first bodybuilding competition this year. I've always dreamed of doing it since I was a young girl.
One of my guests, Sandra Zamora.
I love her. I just saw her compete.
Yeah. Hey, she's in her 50s. She's amazing. So we're gonna have her on the show. She's gonna bring her coach, and we're gonna talk about what does it take, because that's a mindset.
It truly is.
She has an injured knee that she's come from a recovery, and for her to get to where she's at.
Yep.
I mean, I'm so proud of her, and I'm looking forward to hearing her journey. I mean, I know part of it, but to see, I didn't know that she was competing. All of a sudden, she went ghost.
Yeah.
Silence.
Yeah.
Worked in silence, and all of a sudden, boom! I was like, "Whoa, you look hot, girl."
I absolutely love her. I got to see her compete and took lots of pictures and just was encouraging her. And I get it. I had a total hip replacement, and I thought to myself, "Okay, you're falling to pieces. You really want to do this?" But it's always been a dream of mine. I'm not going on stage to impress or please anyone. It's for me to know I did this. I did this for me. I transformed my body and made it into a machine that's going to carry me for the rest of my years, for my grandchildren,
I transformed myself. I was in 2023, November 2023, I was 230 pounds. I was out of my mind.
Yeah.
And one of my coaches, I mean, he literally, after reading my books, he came to me. He goes, "Hey, Mauricio," he goes, "the outside doesn't reflect the inside. You're a successful man. You've done all this, and hasn't happened." So that was the wake up call, and really shook me to my core.
Yeah, doesn't it though? Yeah. Absolutely. For me,
I'm gonna have to start all over after I eat your Puerto Rican food
dude,
today.
you know what? I'll tell you this right now, though. That workout's going to be pretty high and mighty the next day with those yummy carbs. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what I would say is find the courage. Do not be afraid to ask for help. You're not doing this alone. There's people who want to help you, people who want to support you, people who want to dream with you. And so just be unafraid to take that chance.
Rochelle, we can go on.
We can. This is fun.
No, this is
we're gonna have to do a round 2 or something.
We are. We're gonna check back in a year. Or sooner. I want to see.
Maybe after the competition.
At the competition, or maybe when we open up our brick and mortar Puerto Rican place.
Boricua,
I'm telling
Morena.
you, there's definitely a market.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be big. It just has to be good.
Intimate, good,
That's right.
intimate, quality.
So let's manifest that. If people want to get a hold of you, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
Yeah. So Instagram, I am Mama Rocs Kitchen.
Okay.
My personal, I am Mama Rocs.
All right.
Is your website? Yeah. MamaRocs.com. So it's MAMAROCS.
Okay.
Rock for the first 3 letters of my name and S for Segura. So Rocs.
Damn. All right.
And plus I rock, rock the food.
You got confidence there.
Yeah. Hey, no, wait till you try. You'll be like, okay, I get it now.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. And then, my phone number's on the website.
Perfect.
And they can
we don't want to give that
me.
number out right now. So.
Yeah, right.
No, the business line is on there.
Yeah.
We'll make sure that all of that gets on the show. But I want to say thank you again. And there's so much that we can talk about.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'm touched, and I'm very. I really again just appreciate your vulnerability and the fact that even I was able to open up, and I think that's just because I'm not ashamed.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. Life is life, and we just got to keep rolling with it.
Right.
And that's it.
Right.
So, anyhow,
this
final
is
words.
Fun.
Final words. Anything? Just final words for right now. Not final words. We're about to get a party going after this.
I know, right? We're gonna have to put on some Bad Bunny or some Hector Lavoe and set the vibe to try the food and all that good stuff.
Yes.
No, thank you for also sharing and being vulnerable yourself, and for this opportunity. It was such an honor to be here with you and connect with you, and so excited to hear all the things that is happening in your life and with the people that you're surrounded. And I'm excited for what's coming. I think it's going to be way bigger and better than you can even imagine. I really do believe that.
And someone told me that. They said, Mauricio, you don't even know what's about to happen. But I'm ready to receive.
Yeah.
So we're good.
I'm excited for you.
All right.
It's so fun.
I want to say thank you so much again.
My honor.
And we're here to support whatever we can do. We got a couple block parties coming up.
Yeah.
We got some big things, so we should definitely
let's do it.
Let's collaborate and do some big things.
Let's do it. Have some fun.
All right, guys.
All right.
Hey,
Boricua,
there you go. That's how we're gonna make sure to put that song in as our outro. Guys, thank you again. It's Mauricio Mejia Live inside of Studio B. Thank you to the team. Thank you, Rochelle, for bringing us food. I can't wait. Stay tuned, guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Visit us on YouTube and check me out on my Instagram, Facebook, all my social handles. I'm there. Google me, Mauricio Mejia San Jose, and you got it. Let's go.
Let's go.
Like, comment, subscribe. Mauricio Mejia Live on YouTube.